All right, everybody. In honor of Dolly Parton, who on this Zoom in the comments and the chats can put, if you have watched the movie 9 to 5, working 9 to 5? Let's see us all age ourselves a little bit. I bet Cannon Barkley has not watched 9 to 5. Oh, of course. Oh, we're getting it. We're getting it. So that's in honor of Buffy Wallen this morning. She's poured herself a cup of ambition. So I challenge you to Google the song Working 9 to 5. It'll make your day this Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. So the word for today, kicking it off, is wisdom. Wisdom. So got a couple of thoughts on wisdom. It's been going through my mind this morning. If you look at wisdom in the dictionary, it's the quality of having experience, knowledge, good judgment. So when I thought about wisdom, I thought about myself, and I thought, how many times in my life have I messed this up? And here's what I want to say. I thought about you guys as I came on the Coach's Corner. Now, I'm going to use Cannon Barkley, good buddy of mine. It's on here. So if me and Cannon decided to go in business for ourselves today and start pouring concrete for people, me and him know nothing about pouring concrete. Do you think it might be wise to go to somebody with wisdom like a Alan White and say, Alan, Cannon is over about 600 employees at Walmart. I run a network marketing, big global company. We know nothing about concrete, but we need to get your wisdom on how to do this. But how many times do I try to tackle a job without seeking wisdom? Guys, I've done it so much in my life. I've done it with investments. I've done it with my profession. I've done it with relationship. Like, I've done so much in my life where I'm like, nope, I'm muscling on my own because of my own ego, my own pride. I don't want to ask for help. I got this. But what I just shared with you doesn't even make sense. Why would I start a concrete company when I don't know anything about concrete without seeking wisdom? But we do it every day. So my challenge to all of us is to seek wisdom. Seek someone that has been there, they've done it, they've had wisdom. I came across this quote from Sandra Carey this morning. Never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you make a living if you put knowledge to action. The other helps you make a life. Wisdom helps us make a better life for ourselves. A better life in our finances, a better life in our relationships, a better life in our profession, whatever it is we're thriving at. And my thought this morning was two things. Wisdom, if it's defined as a state of being wise, I've got to have the power of discernment and the ability to judge properly. It involves a healthy dose of perspective. How many times am I quick to fly off the handle and not try to create perspective around something? All the time. And wisdom requires sound judgment. So here's what I want to ask you this morning. And I'm asking myself this. Wherever it is I want to grow, I believe God put us on this earth, I say it all the time, to thrive, not to survive. That's why he put us here, to do more, to be more, to more. And so whatever it is you're trying to thrive at, like me and Randy Milliron is thriving at different things in life. right? We all are on this coach's corner. Who's in my corner? Who's my circle right now of the people, the small circle that I'm seeking wisdom from? Do I question their character? Do I question their loyalty? Do I question if they're a good, really, truly a good human? Not if they make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I challenge us to really look at our close inner circle of people that we're saying, man, they've got wisdom. I'm following them. Have you ever followed somebody down a trail and realized I shouldn't have followed that human? They were putting up warning signs and warning signs and warning signs, but I continue to follow. I know I have. Here's where I go this morning with wisdom. Create an inner circle, but let that inner circle be people that you fully believe in your heart is leading you down a trail that you would lead your kids down, your grandkids down, and the people you love the most down. Andrea, I'm going to turn it to you.
Well, great lesson. I said I need Vince Green for part of it because I was definitely guilty as charged. Definitely have gone to pour the concrete before I talked to anybody about it, even though I've never done it before. So that was a great visual right there. So thank you for that, Coach. So I went into how. And hi from Ireland, Robin, or hello, Robin in Ireland. That's exciting. But
Can you
how
talk? Andrea, could you give her your voice, your Ireland voice?
Oh, I don't have one.
Okay, well, thank you.
I can't do accents. Haven't we discovered that already? But thank you for that.
Okay.
But how do we gain wisdom in our life? Like, what do we do to gather that experience? So that's the first thing is we've got to get as much life experience as we can. Wisdom can only be developed by experience. So the best way to go get it is to get out there and live. So travel, volunteer in ways you might not have ever considered. Talk to all sorts of people and try all sorts of things so you can get more wisdom. Number 2 is spend more time reading than watching. So I don't know about you guys. I talked about this just this week. I can be really guilty to get stuck in that scroll hole where I'm like, bing, bing, bing. I'm not gaining anything. I'm not learning anything. I'm not even really seeing anything. I'm just, I don't know, getting influenced, I guess. So turn off the TV, put down your phone and read something. Read about topics you love and topics you've never heard anything about. Go into history and biographies and nonfiction, nature, learn about some ancient cultures, modern science, I don't know, but just familiar yourself with as many different I see you, Eva Marie, as many different subjects as you possibly can. Okay. And she said, she yelled at me. I saw it. Open up your Bible if that's your choice. But number 3 is allow yourself to make mistakes and own up to them when you do. A great way that we learn, a great way that we gain wisdom is through trial and error. It's no fun being wrong. I hate being wrong. But I'll tell you, I'm wrong all the time. Ask Alan Schultz. He gets to be the brunt of it way too often. But we're going to make mistakes, but we're going to gain wisdom throughout it. Number 4 is to listen more than we speak. Sometimes I physically have to hold my hand over my mouth. Brent's seen this because I like to argue. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but I like to argue just a little bit. And, you know, sometimes I want to disagree. Coach, you disagree with that, right? I'm always so agreeable.
I was like, wow, you argue? Huh. John, I've never heard her argue.
Never. But sometimes I'm trying to get mentored. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to gain wisdom, but I won't shut up. So I will physically have to do that to myself so I can actually gain something from it. Number 5 is develop critical thinking skills. I was with a lady yesterday that said, I'm just not a critical thinker. I just believe what people tell me. And I thought, oh, right? We're all human. We all get different voices from other humans. And if they're not the expert that we think they are, we might be getting led down the wrong path. So learn to differentiate between a valid argument and a logical fallacy, between facts and an emotional-based response. Develop those critical thinking skills so that you can create wisdom. Number 6 is keep a neutral, open mind. Whew, this can be a hard one because, again, we see the world through our own lenses. Coach talked about this just the other day. I think it was on Saturday, maybe, I don't even know, maybe Sunday, but he talked about that we can, we grow up and we're raised with certain thought processes. And if we don't ever challenge them, then we will just think we're right our whole life. But if we immerse ourselves in various situations without that preconception or without judgment and just observe what's going on, then we can absolutely gain more wisdom. Number 7 is immerse yourself in views and ideas that are different from our own. Anybody else only watch the news station? I think Coach is ringing, but anybody else only watch the news station they agree with, right? You turn on the news that follows your beliefs, and then you don't ever have that argument. You never see the different side. So find a way to get yourself out of that bubble. Now, I don't watch the news and I don't recommend it, but tap into some different sources that maybe disagree with your life views or your political views or different views that you may have, so you can grow your perspective. And then lastly, allow yourself to change your mind. As new information arises about a topic or situation, we'll get a greater scope of knowledge and awareness if we allow ourselves to say, you know what, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I didn't have all the information, and allow yourself the freedom to say, okay, I'm going to pivot. Coach is great at this. I'm going to pivot and I'm going to change my mind. So that's what I'm going to close with today. I thought this was a fun one. I really wish that you could get the 9 to 5 to play, but YouTube will yell at us because I would listen to it right now. Maybe you could sing it.
This was a good lesson. I'm going to save everybody. Working 9 to 5. No, I'm not going to start. All right. Go play the song. It'll make you smile today. Happy Wednesday. We love you guys. We'll see you tonight on Wisdom Wednesday. Okay? If you're in our company. So love you guys. Have a great one.
Love you guys. Have a beautiful Wednesday.
Thank you.
Love you, Brittany. Great job.